Hi all. How many of you have traveled in an auto? I believe 95% of us would have used auto for a commute. For few, it's a very nice experience. For few, we would have had our nightmares during this ride. So yes, here we are with our new episode in which we will be discussing few important sentences which you can use and bring into practice during your auto ride with your auto Anna. Welcome to today's episode. In this episode, first we will discuss about few sentences which will be very useful for you and which you hear very often from your auto Anna. So in the second section, we'll be seeing few important sentences and much needed vocabularies for you during your auto travel. In the last, we will hear few conversations which happen between a passenger and an auto driver. So let's get started. In this section, let us see few important sentences what you hear from your driver. The very first sentence is Yellige or Ellige hogbeku. This is a sentence which the auto driver uses to ask where do you want to go. So that's the first sentence for us, Ellige hogbeku or Ellige. In the second, we are basically discussing the cost, how much your ride may cost. We might be telling you 250 agutte, 300 agutte, which means it will cost you 200 or it will cost you 300. Yeah. So, the next sentence here is when he doesn't agree or when the rate is not okay for him. So he might say 200 ge hogake agala, which means he cannot go for 200. The cost will be much higher. So 200 ge hogake agala. These are the three sentences which you will commonly hear from your auto driver. Now let's move and see few sentences which you will commonly hear when you have booked an auto ride online. The first one, Swalpa, maybe you ask him where is he and then he has to say that he is late or he is coming on the way. So Swalpa traffic ide says there is a little traffic. And the second one is Bartidini, which means he's saying he's on the way or he's coming. These two sentences are interlinked. He first says you like Bartidini Swalpa traffic ide, which means I'm on the way and there is some traffic. And the third one is very commonly used when you get in for your auto ride and the first thing he asks you will be OTP Heli. So tell me your OTP. Now let's see a section where you will be speaking mainly and what all sentences is required for you to have a smooth auto ride. So here the first one, you want to ask whether he will go to your place. Mention any place which you want to go, where you're heading to, and then ask hogthira. So, will you go to Marthalli? The second common question you can ask them is the cost before you get in because you don't want them to say or answer money once you reach your destination. So here goes the second sentence, which is Marthallige ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So how much will it cost to Marthalli? So I would always suggest you to ask the cost before boarding in so there are no surprises in the last moment. So Marthallige ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Yeah. The third one is a request which you can make to him, which is meter haki. Please turn on the meter. Yeah, put the meter haki. Now let's see few sentences which you can use commonly during the ride. So this is when you are already in the rickshaw and your ride is ongoing. So the first sentence is a request sentence where you can ask them to slow down. Swalpa mettige hogi. This sentence can be commonly used when you see your driver is speeding up and is in a hurry and you don't feel the speed is safe. Please go ahead and ask this. Swalpa mettige hogi, which means please go slowly. The next one, once maybe you reach your destination or you're about to reach somewhere where you have to stop. Illi, it's again a request which you make to them, which is Illi nilsi, stop here. Yeah. The third one, Swalpa munde hogi. Again, a request sentence which you can make. Please go. Maybe he has stopped a little front, but you want to go a little more, front. maybe he has stopped here and you want to go a little more front, then you can always say swalpa munde hogi. Please go a little more front. The next section has the sentences which you can commonly use once you have reached your destination. So the first sentence here is when you have not inquired about the cost in the beginning, maybe before the start of the trip. You can always ask them after the ride, yeshtu, which means how much. You can also put this up as eshtaitu, like how much did it cost. Yeah. So the second sentence here is payment agide. So if you're someone who's done the transaction online, you can just show your screen, like maybe the Google Pay or Phone Pay screen, and say payment agide. So the payment is that. So here I have a small conversation with the auto driver when everything goes smoothly. Yeah, so you have completed your ride without any hustle. Let's see how a normal conversation could go. Your auto driver says, Elige madam or Elige sir. So they commonly, generally, when they see you, they ask this Elige or Elige madam, Elige sir. So you can say your place, which is, say, you say Marthalli. He calls you in by saying Bunny, which means please come or get in. So before you get in, make sure you ask about the cost, which says Eshtu agutte, how much will it cost, or how much does your ride. So the next thing you would ask, so before getting in, you would always ask Eshtu agutte, how much will it cost? And then he says the amount, which is like, say, 200 rupees. So 200 rupees agutte. Yeah. So then you agree for the rate, then everything goes good. You say, Sari, and there goes your auto ride starts. Here we have another conversation where when you have to, little adjust with the rates and bargain with the auto owner before your ride starts. So let's see a conversation. How could that go? So auto driver says again, Elige madam, Elige sir. You say Jayanagar hogbeku. You want to go to Jayanagar. So the auto driver says, Bunny, get in. Yeah. Eshtagutte. So you, before getting in again, you ask the cost. Eshtagutte. So the auto driver says 200 rupees agutte. So it will cost you 200 rupees. 200 rupees agutte. Then you say 200 rupaina. So this is out of surprise. You're asking 200 rupaina. Swalpa kadame madi. Swalpa kadame madi is a sentence which says please reduce the cost or please reduce it a little. So 200 rupina kadame madi. Yeah. So the auto driver says, in response, he can say, Illa madam agalla, which means he cannot offer you the ride at that price. Illa madam agalla. Or he could offer you a ride saying, Sorry, bunny. Yeah, it's okay. Get in. Yeah, that's fine. The cost is fine for me. So this is how you could try to bargain with the auto driver. I hope with this video you have understood how to make basic conversations with the auto driver and to negotiate with the cost and to have a pleasant auto ride. Hope this is helpful. For more fun and for more content, do subscribe my channel and follow me on Instagram.